Here are some terms that you should know. Now, just to keep in mind, I'm not here to teach you cosmetology theory, but I do want to, since you are going to school, or you are in school, or you will already have your license, if you already have your license, or, you know, you should be familiar with these terms. But if you're going just now starting school, then these are the terms that you should know. The first term is an SMA, which is a sanitation maintenance area, and that's pretty much where you would keep your supplies, and not your supplies, well, yeah, your supplies, your combs, your butterfly clips, your whatever equipment that you need, or whatever that's going to be going on the client's hair, that's going to be touching the hair. You would lay it down with a towel, and you will put your stuff on top of a clean towel, clean linen, clean paper towel, anything clean, anything that's sanitized. So that's why it's called a sanitation maintenance area. So if you see me mention SMA, just know that you need to have your SMA, which is your sanitation maintenance area, together, like, you know, your combs and everything on top of that. Also, I just want to give you the word cosmetology and know that it is the art and science of beauty care. So you are a cosmetologist. You are the art and science of beauty care. Like, that's your responsibility as the cosmetologist. That's your job, is to study, to know everything. It's art, it's science, and it's beauty care. And so it's all in one. That's tapping into your creative mind, knowing what works and doesn't work on the hair. That's the science part. And the beauty care is seeing that customer smile and take care of their hair, you know, being able to watch their hair transform from this short to this long, you know, and completely broken off to now beautiful and healthy. So that's what cosmetology is. It's also bacteria, sometimes called germs or microbes, or one-cell microorganisms. And that's really important. That's where the SMA comes from, because you want to make sure that you avoid any type of bacteria going into the client's hair. It can get into their pores, which can cause infections. And, you know, bacteria are very small, so they travel, and it's everywhere. You cannot control bacteria. It's in the air. Germs, bacteria, it's in the air. So to be able to keep it clean, you want to make sure you want to avoid that. Disinfection, that's how you avoid bacteria, is by disinfecting your stuff. And it requires products to destroy or kill bacteria and a broad spectrum of viruses. So anytime you have products that involves disinfection, or like a bacteria, any dirty items or dirty combs, you don't want to reuse combs on another client's hair. That's a no-no. That's bacteria. You always want to make sure all of your items after you're using your combs are placed in a container. Then the container is labeled, and I always just wash all of my combs off with antibacterial soap, and then I place it in my quartz for 10 minutes. And after I place it in my quartz, I pull it out, and it's sterilized, sanitized, disinfected, and it's clean. So disinfection requires products to destroy or kill bacteria and a broad spectrum of viruses. So disinfection, the Lysol spray, Barcide wipes, anything that has to do with disinfection, you can get it for your shop or your area wherever you're working, because it helps to prevent any type of bacteria from coming from that comb to your client. A frontalis is a part of the muscle on your skull. It's a muscle that extends from your forehead to the top of your skull. It raises the eyebrows and it draws the scalp forward. So if you're doing this is the frontal. So when braiding hair and doing hair, I'm going to be mentioning that it's a lot as well. Your frontal area. So just pay attention to that word. That I'm going to be using that a lot of times as well. The occipitalis, which is the occipital bone. It's a muscle that is located at the nape of the neck, and it draws the scalp back. So it's like right here. Your occipital bone is located right here at the nape of the of your head. So when that's a good word to use. It's a professional word. It's used a lot in cosmetology world. So just get used to hearing that word occipital, which is the back of the head and the nape of the head, occipital bone. So those are terms that you should definitely know. So stay tuned for more.